Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff with everything you own tied to your back. Below you, nothing but uncertainty. One step forward, and you might fall into financial ruin. But one step forward might also lead you to change the world. That's exactly the situation Elon Musk found himself in. A man who had already made millions from PayPal, yet risked it all, nearly losing everything, just to keep Tesla alive. This isn't just the story of Tesla. This is the story of taking risks when the world laughs at you, believing when everyone doubts you, and pushing forward when quitting would be the easy choice. So grab your focus, because this story is more than business. It's a lesson in resilience, vision, and the price of chasing a dream. Part 1: The Early Fire. Elon Musk's story didn't start with Tesla. It started with a young boy in South Africa, lost in thought, always dreaming of space and technology. As a child, Musk wasn't popular. He was shy, bullied, and often buried in books. But here's the thing about dreamers. They don't care if people call them crazy. They live in a future that no one else can see. Musk taught himself programming at the age of 12, selling his first video game Blaster for about $500. While most kids were busy playing outside, Elon was already thinking about creating something new, something the world hadn't seen before. But he knew South Africa wasn't the place for his dreams. Musk wanted to go where innovation thrived, America, the land of opportunity. After years of planning, he left South Africa, eventually landing in Canada, then the United States. What's inspiring here is not just the move itself, but the courage it took to leave behind everything familiar, chasing a dream with no guarantees. Part 2: The First Millions. Musk's first real breakthrough came with Jup2, a software company he co-founded with his brother Kimball. Imagine two brothers renting a small office, sleeping on couches, showering at the YMCA, working day and night to build something that might not even succeed. But Musk had a simple philosophy: work like your life depends on it. Zip2 was eventually sold for $307 million, and Musk walked away with $22 million. At just 27 years old, he was already a multimillionaire. Most people would have stopped there. Buy a mansion, buy cars, live the good life. But not Elon. For him, money was never the goal. It was only fuel to create bigger things. He went on to start XCOM, an online payment company, which later became PayPal. In 2002, PayPal was sold to eBay for $1.5 billion. Musk's share? Around $180 million. He was officially wealthy beyond imagination. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. Part 3: Betting everything instead of retiring. Musk put nearly all of his money into two industries people thought were insane: space and electric cars. Think about that. At a time when gas-powered cars ruled the world and NASA was struggling with budget cuts, Musk decided, I'm going to build rockets. I'm going to build electric cars. Most people laughed. Critics called him delusional. Experts said it was impossible. Friends told him he was throwing his fortune away. But Musk had a bigger vision. He believed humanity needed clean energy and a future beyond Earth, and he was willing to risk every dollar he had to make it happen. Part 4: The Tesla Struggle. Tesla wasn't Musk's original company. It was founded in 2003 by engineers Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. But when Musk invested and later took charge, Tesla became his mission. The vision? To prove electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and practical. Not boring little golf carts, but machines people actually wanted to drive. But here's the reality. Building cars is insanely expensive. By 2008, Tesla was bleeding cash. The Roadster, their first model, was delayed, over budget, and facing endless problems. Suppliers backed out. Investors lost faith. The press ridiculed Musk. One headline even called Tesla Elon's folly. And on top of all this, Musk was also pouring money into SpaceX, which had just suffered 3 rocket launch failures in a row. He was running out of money, running out of time, running out of hope. By late 2008, Musk faced the most brutal decision of his life. He had just enough money to save one company, either Tesla or SpaceX. If he chose SpaceX, Tesla would die. If he chose Tesla, SpaceX would collapse. Either way, he'd lose. Most people would have picked one. Musk? He chose both. He split his remaining money between Tesla and SpaceX, keeping both on life support. He even borrowed money for rent just to survive. Imagine that, a man worth hundreds of millions just months before, now struggling to pay his bills, all because he refused to let go of his dream. This is the moment that defines Musk. Not the billions he has today, but the fact that he risked everything when the world told him to quit. Part 6. The Miracle. Then, in 2008, two miracles happened almost back to back. First, SpaceX finally succeeded. On their fourth attempt, the Falcon 1 reached orbit. Against all odds, Musk's rocket company was alive. Second, Tesla received a lifeline investment that saved them from bankruptcy. The US government also provided a loan that allowed Tesla to keep building cars. It was like the storm clouds finally broke, and sunlight hit the horizon. Part 7. Tesla's rise. From there, Tesla slowly began to rise. The Model S stunned the auto industry with its speed, range, and design. Critics who once mocked electric cars now called it Car of the Year. The Model X followed. Then the Model 3, Tesla's most ambitious project, aimed at the mass market. And once again, Tesla nearly went bankrupt during production. Musk famously said, "Tesla was single-digit weeks away from death, but through sleepless nights, brutal hours, and sheer determination, he pushed through." Today, Tesla isn't just a car company, it's a revolution. It's proof that betting on the impossible can work. Part 8. The lesson. So what can we learn from this? That success isn't about comfort, it's about risk. That being called crazy often means you're on the right track. That when everyone doubts you, the only belief that matters is your own. Elon Musk's story isn't just about cars or rockets. It's about courage. It's about chasing a vision so big that failure looks small in comparison. Closing motivation. Think about your own life. What dream are you holding back on because people might laugh? What risk are you avoiding because it feels too dangerous? If Musk had played it safe, there would be no Tesla, no SpaceX, no electric car revolution. He risked it all, and that's why he changed the world. So maybe the question you need to ask yourself today is, are you willing to risk something for your dream? Or will you let fear stop you? If this story inspired you, then don't stop here. Let's keep building your motivation and your business mindset together. Subscribe to Earn Spirit for more amazing videos, stories, lessons, and strategies that will push you closer to your dreams. Because your story isn't written yet. And maybe, just maybe, you're the next person the world will call crazy before calling you a genius.